Arnold Schwarzenegger has led the kind of dedicated and purposeful life that has helped him capitalize on his innate talents, willpower, and as always with these stories, a little bit of luck. From his earliest days pumping iron on Muscle Beach to a decades-long film career and even 2 terms as the governor of California. Arnold is one of the most well-known people alive today and has always had a fondness for sporty supercars, massive trucks, and even some vehicles that push the boundaries of what a car collection can contain. Welcome to Planet Lux, and in this video we'll take a look inside Arnold Schwarzenegger's military car collection. Number 6. Military-style Humvee H1. Given Arnold's numerous roles in military and action films, it's no surprise that he owns an olive-drab military Humvee. In fact, for Los Angeles residents, Humvee is the most likely vehicle Arnold will be seen driving around town. This Humvee is closely related to an actual military Humvee on which the original production line was based, but it lacks doors and those distinctive antennas which must be folded down to allow easier cruising through parking lots and under stoplights. The first generation Hummers and Humvees were even built on the same assembly line before being trucked off to another factory for final finishing touches like painting. Instead of a 5.7-liter V8, it seems more appropriate for Arnold to have chosen a 6.6-liter Duramax turbocharged diesel V8, which is also paired to a 5-speed automatic transmission. Of course, Arnold's Hummer is still a little awkward on city streets due to its extremely wide stance, but a 16-inch clearance should allow him to get home in the worst weather Los Angeles has to offer, with the ability to ford up to 30 inches of water without getting stuck. Number 5. Mercedes-Benz Unimog. The Mercedes-Benz Unimog is possibly the only street-legal vehicle that is more rugged than a Hummer H1. And it stands to reason that Arnold would want to add a German-built super truck to his collection. However, driving a Unimog through city streets is likely to be a lot of work and worry, and if anyone can be considered the man for the job, Arnold might be the best candidate. His Unimog isn't the absolute largest possible, which is likely due to the fact that it mostly sees street driving rather than full-on off-roading. However, the uncommon Unimog truly shines off-road. Daimler-Benz took over production of the beasts in 1951, and models are now built in Germany, Turkey, and Argentina. The largest Unimogs have a 6x6 configuration, with power going to all 6 wheels. Arnold's is a medium-sized series, but still provides maximum clearance due to special gears that allow the axles and transmission to be located higher than the center of the wheels. Unimogs are primarily used by the military and official governments, though enthusiasts can import them at a high cost. Unimogs were originally designed as agricultural vehicles, but their size and power allow them to be used in almost any situation on Earth. By the way, if you're watching us for the first time, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you can enjoy our future videos while getting updated. Getting back to the topic? Number 4. Hummer H2. When the formidable but basic Hummer H1 and his Unimog are too rough for civilian life, the 7-time Mr. Olympia bodybuilder owns a more modern Hummer H2. With many more interior amenities, an H1 is more of a Chevy pickup truck than an H1 replacement. Overall width is also significantly reduced, making the H2 more manageable for day-to-day driving. The H2, with a gross weight of over 3 tons, isn't exactly fuel efficient, averaging 10 miles per gallon in town and 13 on the highway. An H2 isn't particularly quick either, reaching 60 miles per hour in about 10 seconds. The H2's goals are utility with a distinct style rather than speed and efficiency. When new, the base price for an H2 was around $70,000, making it one of the cheapest of Arnold's collection of insane vehicles. With an exterior that clearly recalls the H1, the H2 still appears massive next to just about any sedan on the road and has plenty of cargo space, off-road capability, and capable towing strength, all paired with heated seats, Bose sounds, and cruise control. Number 3. Hummer H1 Slantback. For many years, it was widely assumed that Arnold was so fond of his Hummers and G-Wagons that he owned one in every color available. That may seem excessive, but it is true that Arnold has multiple colors for a few of the models in his collection. Consider this Hummer H1, which also comes with a solid roof, doors, and a slant back roof as options. The slant back is actually more akin to Humvees used by the US military, though it must be difficult to resist going full commando style with a canvas roof and no doors on a sunny California day. Arnold is so fond of his Hummers that he used them in marketing campaigns during Operation Desert Storm, which coincided with some of his biggest action movie hits, including 1990's Total Recall and 1991's Terminator 2: Judgment Day. While the Hummer H1 was phased out for the general public in 2006, Arnold's career as a film star has continued after his terms as governor of California, with roles in indie zombie film Maggie, a series of entries in the Expendable franchise, and reprises of his roles in the original Terminator films. Number 2. Ex-military Dodge M37. Arnold enjoys driving an ex-military Dodge M37 pickup truck in addition to his Hummers, which are road-going variants of a strictly military Humvee. The M37 is a Korean War-era truck that was built from 1951 to 1968. And while the engine's power figures may appear paltry in comparison to some of Arnold's supercars, the tough M37 is still quite a sight on neighborhood streets. In reality, the power plant was simply a continuation of World War II engines, and the 78 horsepower proved adequate for a variety of applications such as telephone maintenance, airfield fire engines, tool trucks, and ambulances. The engine is paired to a 4-speed manual transmission with a single-plate dry disc clutch and a transfer case for both high and low range, while in both 4-wheel drive and 2-wheel drive. So, driving the M37 in town must be a challenge. Braking is also questionable, as the M37 came standard with 4 drum brakes. Because the M37's engine is carbureted, Arnold should have a full-time mechanic working on his collection. Arnold, on the other hand, is 70 years old and grew up in an era when carburetors were still common on many cars. So it's not difficult to imagine him rolling up his sleeves and getting his hands dirty in the engine bay. Number 1. M47 Patton tank. Because Arnold's career blurred the lines between bodybuilder, actor, politician, and businessman, his car collection naturally blurs the line between what counts as a car. Even the most exotic collections around the world rarely include an M47 Patton battle tank, but leave it to the twin star to go big or go home. Despite the fact that most owners would find it difficult to justify owning a full-fledged battle tank, Arnold uses it to raise funds for his charity, the After School All Stars, and posts videos of himself crushing things ranging from cars to trucks to sofas. The action star is no stranger to stunts, but this one is working very well for him. It's simple, Arnold told the Sunday Times Driving. We crush things with the tank and ask, would you like to crush something with me? Please come out. Send in $10 and you'll be entered in the drawing. This method helped us raise over $1 million. When I joined the Austrian army, I first drove motorcycles, then cars, trucks, and then huge trucks. I had to get licenses for each of them before I could go to tank driving school and drive tanks. I drove everything, including the largest vehicles imaginable. Following his success as the most successful bodybuilder of his generation, he made the transition to Hollywood stardom with his portrayal of Conan the Barbarian, and then to superstardom with his defining role as the Terminator. And with that being said, it's time to end our video. Which of these military cars was your favorite? Let us know in the comments. Like this video and make sure to subscribe to the channel for more amazing videos like this. We'll see you in the next video.